Welcome, everyone. Grab a seat. I am absolutely thrilled to be here with you all today. Consider me your energetic guide, your professor, and maybe a bit of a coach as we walk through this mandatory pre-departure orientation explainer. You guys are about to embark on a truly unforgettable study abroad journey to Japan. But before we even think about getting on that plane, we need to make sure we're fully prepared to be excellent guests, scholars, and global ambassadors. This explainer is basically your ultimate playbook for thriving in Japan, pulled straight from our comprehensive student conduct and local etiquette guide.
So here's our syllabus for today. We're going to cover 5 crucial areas: the core consideration principle, mastering public transit manners, navigating streets and cultural sites, professional academic visit etiquette, and finally, avoiding common cultural mistakes. Let's just jump right in.
All right, starting off with Section 1, the core consideration principle. This is literally the foundation for everything else we'll talk about today.
Okay, so Japan is what sociologists call a high-trust, high-consideration society. This is the golden rule that governs pretty much all behavior over there. Daily life in Japan functions so brilliantly because everyone, and I mean everyone, makes a conscious, active effort to respect shared public spaces. Whether it's keeping things incredibly quiet, maintaining spotless streets, being perfectly on time, or just having this acute, hyper-awareness of the people around you. This isn't just nice to have, it's the baseline expectation. When you're out there and you're unsure of what to do, your default move should always be to observe the locals, look for posted signs, and politely ask for help. We are stepping into a massive, wonderfully synchronized system, and as guests, it's on us to participate that shared consideration.
That perfectly tees up Section 2, Mastering Public Transit Manners. This is going to be one of your most immediate challenges, but honestly, it's also part of the fun.
Navigating those incredibly busy transit systems is wild, and a tiny adjustment on your part makes a massive difference. Japan's trains are world-renowned for a reason, but they only work efficiently because millions of people move in a totally predictable way. Space is incredibly limited. Crowding is just a daily reality. So when you step onto a packed train car, please do not swing a giant backpack around where it's going to smack into someone. Instead, slip it off and wear it on your front or just hold it low by your legs. It's such a simple physical gesture, but it instantly says, hey, I respect the limited space we're sharing.
And hey, speaking of shared space, we gotta talk about the audio environment. I know we're super used to chatting loudly with our friends on trains or out on the street back home, but in Japan, that is a major misstep. You've got to use your inside voice and keep group conversations really small and quiet. Oh, and your phones absolutely must be on silent. Never, ever take a phone call on a train. The whole idea is preserving the peace of the commute for everyone around you.
Remember how I said predictable movement is key? Well, blocking sidewalks, station gates, or escalators is a massive rookie mistake. Think of Tokyo foot traffic like a fast-moving river. If you stop suddenly at a busy ticket gate to dig around for your transit card, you're causing a frustrating ripple effect for everyone behind you. So the right move is to always step over to the side before you stop to check Google Maps, take a photo, or grab your IC card. Step out of the flow of traffic, get your bearings, and then just seamlessly merge back in. All right, let's step out at the station. Section 3, Navigating Streets and Cultural Sites. Now this next one shocks almost every first-time visitor. There are basically no public trash cans. Seriously, but do not fall into the terrible habit of leaving your trash on a bench or a ledge just because you can't find a bin. You are fully expected to carry your small trash with you, stick it in your pocket, toss it in your backpack until you find a proper recycling bin, even if that literally means carrying a wrapper all the way back to your hotel room. It takes a little getting used to for sure, but it's the exact reason Japanese streets are famously unbelievably clean.
Let's do a quick rapid fire through some other strict rules for public spaces. Traffic moves on the left in Japan, and that applies to walking too. Walk on the left. Also, when we're moving as a group, we can't spread out and form this giant impenetrable wall across the sidewalk. We have to walk with awareness. Next up, avoid eating messy food while you're walking, unless you're at a specific street food market or festival. And when we visit temples and shrines, guys, these are not theme parks. If you don't understand a ritual, just hang back and observe it respectfully rather than imitating it like a joke. And it should go without saying, but at any memorial or disaster-related site, we behave with the utmost reverence. No joking, no inappropriate selfies. We do not treat history as entertainment.
So, that covers being a good tourist and a polite pedestrian. But I want to ask you, how do we behave at a professional site? Because I need you all to mentally shift gears right now. We're moving from casual traveler mode straight into academic professional mode.
And that brings us to Section 4, Professional Academic Visit Etiquette.
This is really the crown jewel of our entire study abroad trip.
When we go on our construction tours, our technical briefings, our university visits, you are not just some tourist who wandered in off the street. You are actively representing Auburn University. And you're representing the McWhorter School of Building Science. Your behavior, your attentiveness, how professional you are, all of that reflects directly on our program. It literally determines whether these incredible hosts will ever welcome our future students back. So you absolutely must bring your best, most professional self to these site visits. No exceptions.
Let's break down exactly what that looks like into a simple checklist. Before the visit, do your homework, review the site background, and prepare some genuinely thoughtful questions. During the visit, punctuality is non-negotiable. You arrive on time, you dress exactly as instructed, silence those phones, listen actively, and take detailed notes. And then after the visit, we formally thank our hosts and we take time to critically reflect on what we just learned. You'll need to connect those real-world, on-site observations directly back to your Global Construction Management course assignments.
Now, a massive warning when it comes to photography. You cannot just photograph people, private property, restricted construction sites, or sensitive technical setups without permission. You simply cannot whip out your phone and start snapping pictures inside a corporate office or an active lab. The gold standard here? Ask first and rigorously follow whatever rules they have posted. Furthermore, absolutely no posting sensitive images online without getting explicit, clear permission from our hosts. Communication during these visits is just as crucial as observation. We absolutely want you asking questions, but frame them respectfully. Something like, "Could you explain why this method is appropriate for this specific project?" is great, but please avoid the trap of the superiority complex. Check the arrogant comparisons at the door. Nobody wants to hear, "Well, back in the US, we do it better." We are there because we are curious, we are respectful, and we want to learn from their absolutely world-class engineering and management practices.
Okay, homestretch. Section 5, Avoiding Common Cultural Mistakes. These are the little everyday blunders that even really well-meaning travelers make in shops, hotels, and just regular interactions.
Checkout etiquette in Japan is super specific. You know how here we might just toss our cash on the counter or hand a credit card directly to the cashier? Don't do that. Always use the small plastic or wooden payment tray they provide. Put your money in the tray. And let's talk about tipping. Tipping is generally not expected in Japan. Do not insist on leaving a tip if the staff politely declines it. I know it feels weird to us, but forcing it doesn't make you look generous. It honestly just causes a lot of confusion and awkwardness because it is completely outside their service customs.
Let's talk about time. Being late to group meetings or our site visits is completely unacceptable. Let me be perfectly clear about this. In Japan, on time means you are early. If you show up exactly on time, you are late. You have to arrive early. You need to proactively build in extra time for transit delays or, let's be real, getting lost in those massive maze-like train stations. One late student delays the entire group, and worse, it heavily disrespects the tight schedule our hosts have so carefully planned out for us.
All right, here is your lightning round of daily survival tips. Ready? First, don't just stare blindly at your phone apps. Actually look up and read the physical station signs carefully. Second, always keep a little bit of cash and some coins on you. They are lifesavers for vending machines, coin lockers, and those tiny local restaurants that don't take cards. Third, the weather over there can get incredibly hot and humid, so stay hydrated. Use those amazing convenience stores to grab water and take quick breaks. Fourth, always have your hotel address saved on your phone or honestly written down physically in your bag. And lastly, if you do get separated from the group, do not panic. Just communicate early with the faculty so small hiccups don't snowball into major problems. As we wrap this up, I want every single one of you to internalize this final checklist. Think of these as your core commitments before our plane even leaves the tarmac. Be punctual. Be quiet in shared spaces. Keep our group from blocking others. Ask before taking any photos. Follow all site rules. Treat cultural spaces with reverence. Observe before you act. Thank your hosts. And connect every single site visit back to what you're learning about global construction management. If you can do all that, I promise you, you're going to have a completely flawless, amazing experience. Which leaves us with this final, vital question. What kind of global ambassador are you going to choose to be on this trip? You've got the tools now, you understand how this high-trust society operates, and you know exactly what the expectations are. Your actions on this trip will echo far beyond just these few weeks, so take these lessons to heart, get hyped about the incredible culture we are about to step into, and get ready for literally the study abroad opportunity of a lifetime. Let's make it a great one, guys!